Three nerds on a Sunday. Three nerds on a Sunday.
Yes, that is our new official entrance song. Thank you for that, Manny. Welcome to another episode of Three Nerds on a Sunday, where three nerdy friends talk about all things nerd, geek, and pop culture related. I am
pop culture.
I am one third of the nerd, Sunny, and the other two nerds that make up this table are Manny and Frank. What's up, guys?
What's up? Looks like you've got a tasty beer there.
Yeah, just another Sam Adams.
Just another Sam Adams on a hot day.
Good choice. Good choice.
I have no sweet tea, so I can't sit out in my porch and just fan myself all night, saying, "Ooh, Jesus!"
Oh. All right.
Go ahead and get into the news.
That's the news noise.
Perfect. It is a great segue into
You can be in charge of making that noise.
I will, every single time.
I'll go ahead and take the first one.
First news.
A anime based on Ubisoft's Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon has been announced for Netflix.
Man, you guys really wanted your anime. Here it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. I mean, this is still an early development. They're getting everything all lined up. I think the title is good. Here you go. Okay, so this is based off of the expansion for Far Cry 3. I think the full name was Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix. And it's 80s as fuck. But it's also really fun. It's probably one of the best expansions or DLC, however you want to put it, because they don't really do expansions anymore. That a game had for a while. And it was a lot of fun. Music was great. The ambiance was awesome. All neons and exploding T-Rexes, and it was a fun time. So getting able to put
Predator reference.
Yeah.
Arm wrestle.
I won't even say it was a reference. It was just straight up. We're gonna rip it off. We're gonna put it right in the beginning of the game.
That was awesome.
From the helicopter and the music and everything, it was just basically the same.
You fight like cyborg alligators and stuff, or something, or dinosaurs or something.
Dinosaurs, baby.
Dinosaur with a robot eye shoots a freaking laser beam.
Pew pew pew.
Laser beams.
I don't know why I was trying to be walking there.
I don't know.
Oh, that's what that was?
Yeah. It was a sad attempt, but yeah.
Oh, it's all wrong. No, it's wrong. All wrong. This will be.
You didn't put it up your ass first.
This show.
That's how the first one we go to. That's the first Christopher Walken.
It's just.
Well, it's classic. It's very memorable. In a movie where he only has one scene, he steals the whole movie.
But you don't like Pulp Fiction?
No, I don't. Well, I don't like it.
Don't like it at all, or don't love it. Or it hasn't aged well. Or
I don't love it. I don't know why. Because I've seen it at least 3-4 times. Because I'm like, maybe it was in a bad mindset, or maybe it was hyped up the first time, whatever. So I gave as many chances as possible, and I'm just like, wasn't really my thing.
I think it is a product of his time, and he has gotten better. But
yeah, I mean, in ways he's gotten a lot better. But as Tarantino's always going to be, Tarantino's going to do what Tarantino do. Before we get even more sidetracked,
we derailed out that news there.
Blood Dragon, this Netflix adaptation anime version will actually be held by, let me see if I can say the name, Adine Shikar, who was the showrunner for Castlevania, which was on Netflix as well. So, and I've heard pretty good things about the series overall. I saw the first season, haven't caught up with the rest, but I heard pretty good things of the series overall. So it might be in good hands. This is definitely, if they're gonna go with the animated version, this is the version of Far Cry that needs to be put into like animation cartoon form. It's just gonna pop. It's gonna look gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it'll finally get me into the games.
Oh, maybe.
thought you liked 3 and 4.
I didn't play.
Or no?
I didn't play any of them.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Maybe try the new one that's coming out. It's worth
maybe.
it. They're cool.
That'll be on PS5 probably.
This anime I do want to see. When does it come out?
No word yet. Probably mid to end of next year, if not a little earlier, depending on how what type of animation they want to go for.
It's kind of crazy that's what they went with. Because this is what, like 5-year-old expansion.
Maybe a little older than that.
But it was so popular, and it's not going to be like anything else. It's going to be very unique. So
yeah, and
the Castlevania guy has some clout now. So
yeah, and they tried to done other expansions off of like Far Cry 4 and all that just didn't quite have the same impact as Blood Dragon has. So this is the perfect thing for them to do.
Cool.
But
yeah,
we'll
I'm down for that. Oh, wait,
go ahead.
Come out.
We'll go ahead and kick it to Manny for his piece of news that he's got for us.
I got 2 pieces of news. Thank you very much. One of them is going to be Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order gets upgraded for PS5 and Xbox Series X/S, and this is a pre-update. EA did it pretty quiet. We borrowed this game. We split the game. What did we do with this game, Frank?
I think we just split it and let each other play it, and then everybody was kind of just done with it.
Okay. Do I still have it?
I think so. Yeah, I don't have it.
It's somewhere now. It's just floating around.
I hope I didn't trade it in for anything.
Or it could be.
I
mean, I'm probably never going to play it again. So if you did, enjoy your credit.
Yeah, I don't know what I would have traded it in for. That's the thing, though. Anyway, that's my little piece of news that this got an update. I believe last year an update release on Star Wars added. There was an arena mode that was added last year, but not much. But it's interesting seeing these video games getting this treatment, especially because the world that this guy was born on showed up recently on a Star Wars thing. So we'll talk about that later. But yeah, that's it. That's all with my news.
The world is a vampire.
We're just so musical today.
They've been playing it a lot on the radio. That's why I was saying it.
Who listens to the radio?
Okay, here you go. Here's my next one. I got 2 left. So my next piece of news. I'm not sure how you guys feel about the first one, but Kingpin 2 in development from the original directors, the Farley Bros. I don't know if you guys ever seen Kingpin, starring Bill Murray and Woody Harrelson and Randy Quaid. I was a huge fan of this movie.
I was meant to, but it did not.
Yeah, this was off the heels of Dumb and Dumber. It didn't quite bring in the numbers that movie did, but it was still pretty successful for its time. I would probably put it at more of a cult status with Kingpin, maybe, because it does have its fans, which I'm part of that. But the Farley brothers have go ahead and said that yes, we are working on a sequel now. They are producers right off the bat. We don't know if they're going to be just producers, if they're going to write and direct, or hand it off to someone else, or have control and
bring. What is that, like a 1992 movie or something?
96, I think.
96, yeah, 96.
Oh, okay.
And
I have not thought about that movie for so long.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Again, I think Bill Murray's great in it. Randy Quaid was actually pretty funny in it too before he went all kooky and crazy, apparently. Because in this article they said that there's no reason why possibly that you can make a cameo come back. Bill Murray and Woody Harrelson both are pretty readily available to maybe come back for this. Randy Quaid not so much. Apparently he's gone into a lot of weird ramblings, and it has a lot of lawsuits, and has deep dive into conspiracy theories, and basically shunned himself from Hollywood. So
shun the non-believers. believer, Sean.
So what in the hell is the point of this then?
Well, I mean, he was definitely a big part, but I mean, the ones that definitely made that movie were Woody Harrelson and Bill Murray. So they can do it without Randy Quaid if they can get those two guys on board. And again, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea yet what kind of story it's going to be. If it's one of those cliches. These are my sons, and they hate each other too, or it's going to be something completely different. I don't know yet, but I won't say I'm like hype excited. Like I need this now, but I am very intrigued by this. And again, being a fan of the first one, I am interested to see what they're going to do with it. So
that's like the last thing I ever expected them to do.
yeah,
so, you tell us if it's any good, but I haven't even seen the first. So
yeah, when I heard it, I'm like, what? Oh shit! Okay, I must bring it up.
I always meant to watch it because my friend kept bringing it up when we were smaller. Back when like you could rent DVDs at the library was something new to do.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, "Here, watch this," and I was like, "I meant to, and I just never did," and then we had to return it. So I'm like, "Oh well, there goes my chance watching Kingpin."
When he was a young warthog. Back in the ye old days.
He was a young Quaid.
Stupid. But that's it for that piece of news. I'll definitely bring up more when the trailer drops, whenever it happens. I'll bring more on it.
You'll be our inside scoop on Kingpin.
That's
universe.
Right. We're gonna get first scoop exclusive. Go ahead,
Maybe
man.
you can reach out to Randy Quaid and he can sponsor some conspiracy stuff with us or something.
He might be a great interview. No, just saying.
All right.
Next week on 300 Sunday, Randy Quaid, ladies and gentlemen.
My piece of news is about Black Widow. So we all know Black Widow's coming out on Disney Plus. What date, gentlemen? Do you guys remember what date?
July 6th?
July 9th. Congratulations, you are all correct.
Darn it.
So with the Disney Plus movies, there is a date that becomes available when we can watch it for free, so we don't have to pay for it. Well, they finally came out with a date for Black Widow, and it looks like, well, if you guys had a guess, when do you think it would be?
July 24th.
9 months from now.
Okay. October 6th.
Okay.
I thought they were going to say like January 1st.
I feel like that's farther away than most, but I can neither confirm or nor deny. I have to see where Corella is. And then when
Raya just came out a week ago.
Raya just came out on the 4th, I think.
Something like that.
And that was like March, wasn't it?
Oh, you're right. June. It was March.
So like 3 months maybe?
Was it?
This is what? July to, you said October?
Yeah.
July, August, September, October. It's like an extra month, I think.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
go see that.
Black Widow.
What are you going to say, Sonny?
Will this be our three nerds triumphant return to the theaters, perhaps? Maybe?
That is a good question.
Go to Red Rob.
I think it should be.
Go watch the movie.
I'm okay with watching this at home.
Well,
I think we all got used to it.
That idea.
Keeping it forever.
Forever.
Yeah, I mean that's not a bad gap.
That is not too bad.
I'll probably go see in theaters over watch Spain at home. So yeah.
But that's my piece of news.
All right. Sounds good. Right. Well, gentlemen, the beacons are lit. Guns are called. They get called for aid because a new animated series of Lord of the Rings is being produced. It is going to be
animated series.
Yep, or an animated movie. I'm sorry, animated movie. Set 250 years before the trilogy. So this will, and the movie is called see if I can pronounce it because words are hard for me. The and the War of Rohem. This will follow basically 250 years before the Lord of the Rings films. This will deal with Helm's Deep and its bloody history. I love Rohan as a fictional community kingdom, however you want to look at it. And in movie wise, I think it's one of my favorites. There's some of the best scenes. Two Towers and Helm Deep action set piece is just utterly fantastic. And yeah, I'm kind of actually interested to see what kind of styling they're going to do with the animation. If it's going to be like I don't know, like Legend of Korra or like Afro Samurai, maybe like a little more darker with some darker shades in there, so the blood pops a lot more.
Is
Because
it gonna be anime style or like American Western animation?
they didn't really specify. They just said a anime prequel set in to 250 years before. So
did Tolkien ever write this stuff, or are they making it up?
I believe this is part of some stuff he's written, or has to do with the lore itself. And then on top of that,
coming out on Amazon.
No, this is maybe it is. Huh? Wait, I just read the article and I don't remember now. Yeah, because we also have a live action series coming to Amazon as well.
Yeah. I thought Amazon paid for the rights. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I heard that.
The show has yet to receive a premiere date. That's the show. New Line Cinema is back into the Tolkien business. This might be separate from Amazon because I think New Line Cinema is still back in
HBO, isn't it?
the
Or
works.
Warner.
Something like that. Whoever owns whoever now. Everyone owns everything.
Everything owns everything.
No one
It says
just
Warner Brothers Animation. Yeah.
Warner Bros. So yeah, like I said, I don't think I've ever expressed it highly on here and on this podcast, but I absolutely love the Lord of the Rings movies. I'm not crazy about the Hobbit movies just because they did not have to be 3 movies at all. But they are still fun watches. Some cool
they are.
and I am okay with more Lord of the Rings as long as they don't mess it up and I guess like Game of Thrones it and everyone hates it again because I would hate that. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I am very excited for that project. And that is my news, gentlemen.
I don't know if I am, but we'll see.
Yes, we shall see. We shall all see.
It's like so hard to get that right when it's like 200 years before, and you got to make it just as good, or maybe not just as good, but pretty damn good for anybody to really care.
I mean, the general audience, yeah, but
Lord of the Rings has such a fan base, so
very
I'm
strong.
sure people will try it.
Oh yeah, 100%. So
Yeah, I'm done.
let's go ahead with our nerd outs. Who would like to offer up their first nerdisms?
I'll go first because I don't really have much. It seems like I either have a whole bunch of time to do everything I want, or I don't have any time to do anything, and I just have to pick and choose.
Yeah.
But my nerd outs for this week kind of involves Elena. So she really loves music, and any kind of movie we could find that has some music in it, we'll try to test it out. And lately, she has been entranced with Sing. Now, this is a movie that I believe came out in 2016.
Is that with Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah.
Yep, he's a koala bear.
Man.
Yeah.
The girls love
2016.
They used to. Anyway.
Scarlett Johansson's in it. She's Ash, which is a hedgehog. Reese Witherspoon, Tyrion Egerton, and then Matthew McConaughey. Nick Kroll's in it, which I did not know Nick Kroll was in it. I could have never guessed his voice.
Was he the frog?
But yeah. What's up?
Was he the frog?
He is not. He is the pig.
Oh, that the pig. Is he? Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's
That's good.
Gunther. Gunther,
Okay.
the
Cool.
German pig, I believe.
Yeah.
Um, so it's been a real fun movie, man. Even like the songs and the animation on it, fantastic. Part 2 should be coming out, I believe, in December of some sort.
Oh, I didn't know they were doing that. Cool.
So that's gonna be awesome. Yeah,
Illumination's
I guess it was
one
supposed
of
to come
the.
out last year, but we don't.
Oh,
They're like
yeah.
one of the only studios that can rival Pixar.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
pretty good. They did
Yeah,
Grinch
the
and all that.
animation in this one is completely different from Despicable Me and all that because the animation is just really on point with like the fines of the hairs and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So other than that, I've watched that like 20 times. I've also gone into figure collecting a little bit deeper. I have calmed down, but I did buy the most expensive pop that I've ever owned. And I never thought I would pay this much.
Jesus.
So I've officially paid $75 for a pop. It's a pop that glows in the dark, and it's a Spider-Man one. And this pop goes for like about $100 or so.
Yeah.
Is it
my
like
neighbor-
the Target one that
Yep.
glows or whatever?
Yep.
It's,
My neighbor sent me a link, I believe, early this week, about a Ghost Rider that glows in the dark, and I missed it because I was at work. He bought it. That pop is now going for $250.
fucking hell. I saw that one. It's really nice.
So
It was Funko Store exclusive, right? Or something like that?
correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, sadly.
That's impossible to get those, man. People are crazy, dude. The Funko
My
people
neighbor-
are even more crazier than the regular.
My neighbor's one of them, but I'm trying
They're
to.
like the Bad Batch of the collecting world. They're these elite crazy mofo's, and the rest of us are just regs. We just can't even compete in the Funko world.
Tens of thousands of dollars. It is so nuts.
It's ridiculous.
It's so crazy.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
sold like majority of my collection. I got like $600 for them, and like
Jesus.
I had like a lot of comments. So there's a couple of rare ones, but I mean, I sold it for a lot of money. I was like, oh, damn, I didn't know this shit.
Were they all boxed or no?
Yeah, yeah, they were all boxed.
I sold all my unboxed for like $100.
But yeah, that's where I'm at. I can't
Nice.
remember anything else. Yeah, nope, that's it. That's really it.
Cool.
A little insight into your life. It's always fun. Hopefully, we'll have some more time for you to go ahead and nerd out everywhere because you're a busy man. You deserve it.
Oh, thanks.
So, Frank, how would you like to grace us with your nerds of the week?
Oh, sure. I will.
Well,
I
who
have
would
2
I-
movies and a game. I
Alright.
saw The Conjuring 3. Man,
Oh.
did you see this? I forgot if you did or not.
I didn't. I
Okay.
guess one of my nerd outs too is that I started watching Into the Heights, and
Oh.
I was really enjoying that movie. But yeah,
Into the what?
Into the Heights or In the Heights.
Yeah.
In the Heights?
It's
I never heard of it.
Lin-Manuel's musical movie. Lin-Manuel, of course, as we know, did Hamilton. That's what he's best known for. And this was a same day as theater HBO Max release that came out on June 11th.
Yes.
Oh, man. There's a lot of these HBOs where I'm like, whoa, that didn't even... Like, Conjuring 3 kind of snuck up on me. I was like, wait, what? There's a Conjuring 3 already coming out?
Yeah.
But anyways, I saw it. I saw 2, like I said, last time. And 3, I did have a good time watching it. I mean, I didn't hate it. I didn't, like... It wasn't the best one. But I think I would give it a 6 or a 6.5. I think it did what it had to do, just entertaining, and it gave you some horror and stuff like that. So I did like it. For a second there, I thought they were gonna pull one of those moves where, like, the leads are in the first 10 minutes, and then you never see them again until the last 5 minutes. I was like, oh no, don't do this. And then, but then it turned around and it continued the Warrens throughout the movie. So I don't really want to give it away, so I won't say too much else. But it's pretty. I did like it, and I think I would watch it again in the future. But yeah, I mean, I didn't for some reason didn't hate it like you, like you did.
I didn't hate it. It's such a
It was just like
just a waste.
it didn't live up to what you were thinking.
Well, because I mean, like the first two Conjuring films were steeped in this tense, like the scares were built up, and then like the big scare was saved to the end. This one comes straight out the gate. It's probably the best scary stuff in there. Like it's right in the beginning, and then after that, it just jump scare, story, jump scare, story, jump scare. There's like no build up. Shit just happens. Like the Conjuring one takes like, the
cake, the clap.
Yeah, the clapping. Like there was no scene like that. There was no build up to this awesome scare. Like you weren't on the edge of your seat. You were just like.
Well, that one was the best one, but Conjuring 2 was full of stuff. I mean, it was like almost an action level stuff. Like it was just like
when they had that.
If anything, they tuned it down in Conjuring 3 from 2.
Yeah, I mean, in ways, because but like part 2 still did these really cool scenes where like the one where they had there was a priest or had their back turned and you could see the girl like transform into that old man talking to it like through her. It was like there's some really awesome stuff, like some really cool stuff. And this one was just like what.
Oh, I was entertained. That's all I really wanted.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, so as long as you like it and you got something out of it, I really can't say too much about it. But
yeah, I mean, I wasn't like sitting there checking time. I wasn't sitting there like, this is garbage. How could they do this or anything like that? So I was good with it. But I also saw Wrath of Man.
Oh, okay.
Which did anybody watch it? Any of you guys watch it?
Oh, I forgot it was coming out.
I give this kind of torn. It's like for some reason, it's like it has sprinkles of Guy Ritchie, but not really. It's like trying to be Den of Thieves, but worse. And the main bad guy and the crew are really kind of unbelievable caricatures. They really are not believable. Like the crew from Den of Thieves to me was a lot more threatening and a lot more real. And these were kind of, I don't know if it was the actors or what it was, but it wasn't selling me on what they were trying to be. And I will say the action was good. Statham he's Statham. He was really good. They kind of tried to make some of the points like overcomplicated. Like they were trying to make it seem like these guys were geniuses of robbery, and it was just like not that complicated to me. I was just like, well, all you did was park in front of something and then steal. Like you didn't really orchestrate some kind of grand master plan. Like I don't know. To me it was like it was treading on this untired water, and I felt like I saw a better movie than this before. So I mean, I give it maybe like a 6 total. The ending, the last third of the movie is actually the best part. And there is a lot of good action at those moments and stuff like that. I do like the story idea as far as what Ritchie was trying to do here. It was unconventional way of telling a story, in my opinion. And it's, it has production value and stuff. But like I said, like I was just kind of let down by the portrayal of the bad guys and stuff like that. So I give it like around a 6. It's worth a watch. See what you guys might think about it.
Watch The Gentleman, but I think it's way better than anything he's put out recently. It's a really good movie. Watch it.
I've been meaning to watch that one.
Oh, so you watched Wrath of Man or
to that one? I think Gentleman's a little hard to find. I think, but maybe I'm wrong. I didn't try hard enough. Maybe
you're wrong.
Okay, and then my last thing is that game. It is called Chivalry 2. Has anyone heard of this game?
No.
You might have
It
shared
just
some
came
stuff.
out. It's for PlayStation, and it is a medieval action game. It's
Okay.
multiplayer only, so if that is a turnoff for you, don't even bother. If you think it would be fun to dismember people and throw swords at them and fight them in big, heavy armor, then this is actually pretty cool. It's all first person, but you could switch to third person. And there's actually a surprising amount of like options to fight with. You can do blocks, you can throw things, you can pick up anything in the environment, like even something stupid like a cabbage, and you can throw it at somebody and it would kind of distract them, and then you can go hit them. There's a lot of gore. The graphics are really nice. What else can I say? The modes are pretty cool. There's like castle sieges and stuff like that. So like you have to do it in stages where first you bring up the ram and you knock down the doors, and then you fight in the middle. There's also like a gladiator pit arena kind of map where it's more like just a death match, and each side gets, let's say, like 30 fighters, and whoever loses all their guys first loses.
Yeah.
And then you can kick, so you can kick people down pits, or you could kick them into traps and things like that. So I've just been having fun, just mindlessly cutting people up and just doing medieval fighting and stuff like that.
If you get your
It's
arms,
$40. It's not a full price game, but I thought it was cool. I heard a lot of buzz about it, a lot of people streaming it, and there was a beta not that long ago. So overall, it's been getting good praise and everything, and I liked it. So I didn't play too much, maybe like 2 hours. So I'll keep playing. I'll let you know if it's any good. But so far, it's fun.
Is this a digital game?
There's a physical release.
Is that what you got?
No, I got the digital
you just had it.
because I'd have to wait for it. So it's a small game. It's only like 13 gigs,
Oh shit. Yeah, this
which
is
helps because space is at a premium.
Yeah, right.
But there's a PS4 and PS5 copy, so you can play on
Okay.
either system.
Very cool. Yeah,
Well done.
I remember you shared some clips with me of that game. I was like, oh, it looks interesting. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it looked cool, but for me, it's really hard to get over For Honor, just how smooth
Yeah.
the system is. Now, the weapon and power ups were vastly, uneven, but like the actual mechanic itself, it was awesome.
Yeah.
So,
I like the way you use your analog to block and stuff. Pretty cool. In that
yeah,
game.
yeah. Like I remember one time I had this fight with this guy for like half an hour. He had the best upgrade. Like I was able to hold my own for half an hour because like once you know how to you use the system, it's really fluid. It's awesome.
Like if you're skilled enough, you could still stand a chance.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just wouldn't die. You know?
This doesn't really have the power of. It has like you could toot a horn, one of those battle horns, and it kind of boosts the guys around you. You could be an archer, or you could have an axe, or you can pick up a torch and throw it and light somebody on fire. So it's just more funny and like stupid and like it's just. So I was enjoying it. So I was like, just
Chop off
cutting
my
people's arms off.
Chop off
You
my arm.
could still fight. Like if somebody cuts your arm off, you can still fight and try to win. And then if somebody throws like a knife at you, you could see it like sticking out of your shoulder, and you're like still trying to fight.
Now the real question is, if
It's
your
too
arms
funny.
and legs get cut off, can you bite them?
Yeah, no, you can't really Monty Python anybody,
Yeah.
but it's funny though. It's cool so far. I'll keep playing it, let you know. But
Nice.
it was cool. I think if you see it for 25, I'd pick it up. 40 might be a little much, but I didn't care. I just wanted it.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. So I got three nerd outs. The first one will be pretty quick. My guiltiest pleasure TV show of all time is MTV's The Challenge. I watched consistently from like the first season. I don't remember what year it came out. It was like 01 or 05, whatever, up to like 2015, 2016. I watched every season because for me, it's just stupid fun. I absolutely it's my trash TV. Just like people watch The Bachelorette and The Bachelor and all that kind of stuff. The Challenge is my guilty pleasure show. Um, on YouTube, their channel actually started having 24-hour view parties
Oh, God.
of like random episodes and top 10 lists and all that kind of stuff, and like look back. So I was just able to just like hours and hours just watch trash TV. So that was pretty fun.
That really is trash TV.
It really is. My next two, Nerd Out. Did we lose Frank? Because
We did. He's coming back.
Okay. We'll give check. You going and give him a minute.
No, keep going.
Alrighty. I saw Raya and the Last Dragon this week, and I thought it was okay.
Mm.
Yeah. I felt the it's like I think it's like 2.5 hour movie. The ending is rushed.
I don't think Raya is a 2.5 hour movie. Let me see.
It's got to be at least 2 hours because it felt kind of long. While you're looking that up. Yeah, like the characters.
2 hours.
2 hours? Jesus, it felt longer than that. Yeah, I thought the ending was the end. To me, the ending was rushed, and they brought that one character in, and it's like, oh, yeah, like I hate when they like try to make the good guy like, oh, this is part of your fault. I don't think she did anything wrong at all. She had no reason to believe otherwise. Again, I'm not trying to get into spoiler talks with it, but yeah, I like the world building in it with the dragons and the world separated and all that kind of stuff and different things. The characters were fun. I I like the baby and the monkeys. They were kind of funny. But I overall like well, I guess the best positive thing is the animation and the action. It flowed very well. It does look great. I just think they try to pack in too many characters and too much stuff in 2 hours when this could have maybe been like a 4 or 5 part miniseries, like limited run.
What are you talking about, right?
Yeah, right. The Last Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I thought it was fine. I can see why.
Pulled the Guardians of the Galaxy at the end.
Yeah, it was really fast, and to me, I want to say it was out of nowhere, but it was like you didn't earn it. They didn't spend enough time with that one certain character, and it's fun enough. I see kids really liking it probably because of the colors and the fast-paced action and motion. Past that, I thought it was fine. I won't be upset if they never get another one. So.
I thought you would have liked it more.
I was ready to really like it, but I just feel like there's no character building or character development that much.
Raya was pretty built out, and her rival, and the other ones, yeah, they were just kind of fun.
Her rival wasn't even
show up.
But the rival wasn't even really built either, because like again, with tying with the ending, it's like it's just not earned because it just happens out of nowhere. And like I was telling Manny earlier, I hate when movies like try to blame the main character for an action, even though they were, in my opinion, she was justified in doing everything that she did and said because no one ever gave her any other reason not to, especially her rival. When at every turn it was just, well, this is I gotta do this. Sorry, I don't tell you. I don't know. It like I hate when do that to characters.
What do you give the movie? Sounds like a 5.
I'd give it a 6.2 because of the action and the animation is absolutely gorgeous in this movie, and
yeah,
I did like Aquafina as the dragon.
awesome.
This is probably the first time I've actually seen her. I haven't seen a lot of her stuff. Not being that like because like I think it's like two where she has that same voice. I'm like, oh, you're annoying. But this one, she was actually really good. So,
she's in Shang-Chi?
Yeah, so
be ready for that.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
I'm a little
She
more
was in
excited.
Jumanji, right? As well.
She wasn't she? Yeah, that was part 2,
She
right?
was in where? Oh, she
The
was.
second one, no? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say because I remember
Um,
I didn't see her. Oh, that's right, it's the second one. So yeah, she kind of won me over a little bit more. So as long as she
yeah.
doesn't do that annoying accent voice, like character voicing that she does, uh, I'm probably way more on board with her now.
It was funny when she learned about credit. It was so funny to me. It's just like, that's my dumbass when I was 18.
Even the animation for that part 2 was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I love credit. Like, you're so stupid.
yeah, she was definitely the best part
And
of
they're all like, what are you doing? We don't know. You can't just take that stuff. The whole that location was my favorite. It was when that's when the baby showed up and the little thieves and everything. It was so funny.
Scam baby. Like damn. Even they
Yeah,
got
I
And then the
definitely
little
like
cook
that.
kid.
I definitely like that a little bit more than Sunny, and I think I'm with you, Frank. Like I enjoy that movie a lot.
Say 8.5
Um,
for me.
oh, darn.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's fun.
I give it like a 7.5 or a solid 7.
Yeah. I can see
But I
why.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, so moving on from that, I saw a movie that I always meant to watch, and I heard some people talk about it. Streets on Fire. It was a 84 movie starring William Dafoe,
Yeah.
um, Diane Lane,
Wait, isn't that an Asian movie too?
Diane Lane.
probably a really young
Why
Diane
did
Lane.
you say that name? You stupid bastard.
Yeah, she was extremely young in the movie. She was
Streets
like
on
18.
Fire. What is that
Um,
again?
it is a it is a rock opera action film.
Oh,
Yeah, it is. And
You look like you
honestly,
just came off the set, dude, as an extra.
it is it's a really interesting movie for me. I actually really enjoyed it. Um, it
Oh,
it
I
it,
know
it,
you would.
it's clearly has a lot of 80s stuff in it, but it also like the way that they dress and they talk is like from the 50s, and there's no real like distinction in what time this happened. I think that right in the beginning credits, the movie starts off says in another time in another place. So it's one of those like we don't know, could be future, the present, the past. It could be a mixture, could be an alternate timeline, whatever. But essentially, what this happens is um, this biker gang led by William Defoe. They crash a nightclub and steal Diane Lane because they're like, we're bikers, we'll do what we want, and they cause havoc, blow up cars, and they drive off, cause mayhem. And then the record producer, played by Rick Moranis, and not as like a nerdy, oh guys, it's me, Rick Moranis, haha. He was like kind of like a
Is he trying to be
cynic.
a biker or something?
No, he was like
Oh, okay.
a scummy producer, and like he was like cynical as
what
shit.
is this movie called?
Um, Streets on Fire. I believe it's Streets on Fire. Streets of Fire or Streets on Fire.
Where the hell did you watch?
Netflix. Yeah. Yes, Streets. Okay, it's Streets of Fire. Not Streets on Fire. Streets of Fire. This is. I will say this is not one's cup of tea. I'm gonna say it right now. This I did thoroughly
Oh
enjoy.
yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
William Defoe is really good in it, even though he's not in it much. He's really great. The main lead, I don't know his name, but
Oh my god, he looks so weird. Holy crap.
he's in
That
top
flat top of his.
Defoe form right here in this movie. Um, the main character, I forget his name, the actor, but he was actually really good. He's definitely like a '90s type of anti-hero, because like back in the '80s, it was all big muscles and I'm gonna kick your ass. And this guy has a little depth to him, and he's complex. I mean, it's complex as a guy in this type of movie can be. I think he was I won't say ahead of his time, but I I think he would have been a bigger star if he would have started acting in the 90s instead of the 80s. He has a great voice for it. He definitely has like that, and like it's like Sylvester Stallone voice without the lisp. So yeah,
This sounds too funny. Like, is this like entertaining in like a funny way or like what?
it, think of it like the Warriors and Escape from New York type of vibe and feel. It's just with like rock music. I
That
thoroughly.
sounds insane.
It is. It sounds. It is really cool. I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. I mean,
William Dafoe alone.
uh, it's just a fun little 80s film. This one I can see getting remade with like again just as the default answer because I don't know anyone else stunt guys by name, but like having like maybe like
This fucking movie.
having having guys from John Wick do the action and like having more of like a punk rock like soundtrack to it. Like now would be really cool. Kind of updated it a little bit where the action is a lot more tight and not like
Not remade.
I don't know. It can definitely be done and it would be really fun.
You could even keep Dafoe in it again.
Shit, he's still batshit crazy as an actor. Yeah, why not? But man, I think this this definitely has a cult following. Shout Factory actually did end up re-releasing it on Blu-ray a handful of years ago, so there are fans for it.
Breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
Man.
This
Yeah,
looks
so
too entertaining. Oh my god.
it is very interesting. It's weird to say because like it's a action film, quote unquote action film, but it's also artsy at the same time because the director's trying to do some different stuff with this movie. He's trying to the best way to put it is a rock opera action film, and that's probably the best way to go about it. So Streets of Fire gets shit. I don't know what to tell you about. I really just fucking enjoyed it. So yeah, man. It's probably the best thing I've seen.
I can't
Gets
believe
5
it.
William Dafoes out of 10.
5 craziest William Defoe's out of 5. It's fun, man. But that's it for my nerd outs.
I can't believe that's a movie. Oh man.
So do we have a
What a find.
do we have anything else to add to our nerd outs or anything before we tell all the spoiler people to get out of here?
No, not me.
Okay, so buckle your seatbelts, people, because we're getting spoiler talks now. So if you haven't watched the latest episode of The Bad Batch or Loki, please pause the video, go watch them, come back, and join us in the conversation. Or you want to watch us later when we have more time to watch new stuff, we'll be here no matter what. So we'll give you about a couple seconds to jump off. Thank you for listening. If you do decide to stop listening and wait for next week, thank you again for coming out. Stay tuned. In about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm super duper serious, guys. Spoilers. Super duper serious. Let's start with the Bad Batch, since again it's only 27 minutes this episode, longer than last one by a couple minutes. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
You liked it? You hated it? You loved it?
I did like
It
it.
makes sense why a certain figure was re-released. That's all I gotta say.
Mm.
With that being
There you
said,
go.
we're getting into spoiler talk, so seriously, leave. Thank you. Yes, so I was surprised we actually found out who they contacted. Like next episode, I thought it was gonna be like two episodes later or something like that. Rex is the mystery man that was contacted by the twins in the last episode. The Bad Batch are just kind of hanging out at the bar. They just came back from a job. They were getting shot at to bring a lizard thing back. They go into hyperspeed. They make it back to the bar, and the lady goes,
Okay, hold on. The lizard thing, I believe, was what Han Solo was. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What does he do? What does he do? He
The
doesn't harvest. What does he do? Smuggle. He was smuggling in those animals that kind of that roll around. What is it called?
That you're talking about in the movies that don't count, the big squid thing.
Yeah, those things.
Dude, I couldn't tell you the friggin'
No.
name of those things.
So
Well, anyway, I think that's what he was because I'm catching on to these names on Google, and I'm pretty sure that's what that little thing was.
yeah, maybe
But continue.
we shall continue. We'll see if we can confirm that theory or not, because now I am kind of curious. Yes, so we're at the bar and the Bad Batch doing their Bad Batch thing. They go up to their handler and they're like, "What? We should have a bigger cut." And she basically says, "Yeah, you owe me for all of this, docking fees, all this other bullshit." And they need a big job to get done. So again, just hanging out in the bar, doing their thing. Wrecker and Omega are doing their child stuff. Um, they're oddly really good together. they're a good pair together.
Yeah.
And then Rex comes into the bar, says, "Hey guys, it's me, Rex." And he and he kind of notices that Wrecker like is acting a little funny, and he's ready to draw on all of them right then and there because he was
Did
wondering.
he know them already or no? Like Rex and the Bad Batch.
Yeah, because it's like, "Good to see you again. Oh, hey, how you doing?" And they,
No, it's a new alien. I was wrong on that.
A new one.
Yeah, because this one was like green, and it was like, yeah, it was weird. It'll probably play a factor later. Rex is on edge because the Bad Batch haven't removed their inhibitor chips yet, and they're like, "Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It don't affect us." And like I said, he was ready to draw on all of them. He's like, "Oh, I don't trust you now." So they have to take a little field trip to a place full of shipwrecked stuff where they have to get the inhibitor chips removed.
Did you guys catch what this world was?
I
From where Ahsoka showed up on
from Jedi: The
ship?
Fallen Order.
I did not play the video game, so
well, Frank did.
Yeah.
Baraka.
I failed to
certain little scrapper dude finds its beginnings once again.
Damn scrappers. Bitches.
Yeah, that was in Jedi Fallen Order, so I thought that was.
Hey guys, I'm Cal Kestis.
I was waiting to see the little Cal. So far we went on the world of little Cal and little Han Solo. Cal is actually he should be no, I think it was 5 years. Maybe 5 years after. I forgot the time.
Early teens or something.
No. Oh, him right there? Yeah, I believe so. Let me see how long. Keep talking. I'll find out how long Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, no problem. So they go on this planet and they're like, "Hey, don't step in the water. There's some weird shit going on in there." And they got to be sneaky because there is a scrapper gang or kind of like roaming the area, kind of in charge of the place. So they will go into the ship where they need to. They sterilize the best they can, whatever. And then Wrecker actually, his inhibitor chip turns on, and he just starts wrecking the whole crew. And they have to find a way to put him down without killing him. So, and he
was more efficient when he was.
He is Stone Cold Killer. He's
very. If he wasn't on, he seems to lack that kind of. I don't know what it is, edge or focus or something when he's just regular Wrecker.
He no discipline. He needs it.
Like he's enjoying fighting too much to be that effective, I guess.
He's having too much fun. Like to him, it's
that's why it was kind of scary. It was like a little bit horror too, because when he's chasing Omega.
Yeah,
about to grab her leg and stuff. I was like, holy crap.
He was going to kill Omega. Like he was very close. seconds away until Rex was able to use his little stun ray gun on him to
Yeah.
kind of put him down. And then they put him in a machine to get rid of his inhibitor chip, and he kind of not waking up automatically. And Omega's like, "No, I'm staying by his side. He's my best friend." He wakes up fine and better, and he like
My friend Rekka.
um,
My favorite character.
but Rex explains to Omega that he tried his hardest not to do anything to her because he essentially it's like brainwashing or not brainwashing. Think of like Get Out, where like you can see it happen but you can't stop it, and like he experiences all he knows. He knows consciously what he's doing but he can't stop it. So that was a weird moment for him. And then they're able to get all the inhibitor chips out of the bad bitch. And then Rex goes, "There's other fights out there, and you guys should come join us." And they're like, "We got our own thing to do because we're the bad batch. Hooray!" But they do tell
because we're new characters and we were never in any other stories before, so we have to pretend like we are too busy to join you.
Right. But Hunter does extend what we call it a line of credit. We'll call it to Rex, saying if you need us, call us and we'll be there. So might see some cool action stuff with the Rex and the Bad Batch later. Who knows? And then we end on another stinger. The Scrappers actually see the Bad Batch and Rex, saying goodbyes and everything, and they make a call to somebody, and probably some shenanigans will ensue next episode. Maybe Hunter shows up with a team of clones or
Crosshair.
Crosshair. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm saying. Crosshair. Thank you.
Well, it's about time for him to come back. So yeah.
Yeah, he's been gone too long. He needs to come back. He could probably
like 4 episodes, right? Like
that.
Yeah. Right. Maybe Rancor, this one, like 3 or 4 at least. That's it. Yeah, so he'll probably show up with like a team, and they're gonna have to fight their way out. And this is where they might be able to jump them and get the inhibitor chip out, or they destroy the inhibitor chip machine and no one else can use it now. It's like, what do we do? So we'll see how that turns this week.
We need an episode just to. There was. Before you go into that, we need an episode just on the Empire. But there was great animation in this one.
Like some of those vistas when they're looking out at the crash ships and stuff, and then of course the corridors where Wrecker, it looks really like a Terminator basically.
Yeah,
it's or even like a xenomorph, even like hunting them and stuff like that.
Good name, yeah.
Really cool looking. Do you think people could enjoy this show if they don't know anything really besides the main movies? Would it even make sense? Would they even care?
Yes.
I mean, like again, we're like Mandalorian, where like it helps a lot to know these characters and stuff's going on, but it doesn't adhere with the story that they're telling. It's not like you have to stop, go watch everything to catch up. It's more like if you know, but it's still fun enough to watch on its own. The action is solid.
It's like Order 66. These are clones on the run, and that's about it. I mean,
that's all you really know, and it's them trying to stay low key and not get caught. So that's all you really need to know.
Talk about low key. No. Oh, it's not transition? Okay.
That was a good one. I'll give you that one.
You guys are all set to go. Again, this is another pretty straightforward episode. Again, great animation, good action. They definitely have that down now, I think. This is definitely an action event show first. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Do we have anything else to add?
I don't think I do.
No.
Another solid episode. Now I am a little more excited as the season goes on. I just wish, like Manny said, they got to get more focused on in this season or the series, whatever it's going to be. With that being said, let's jump into the main topic. Loki, that son of a bitch, and talk about his first episode was clocked in like 43 minutes, with credits. I think it was like
Yeah, something like that.
5. Um, what do you guys think? Straight out the back, what are your thoughts on?
It was too long for what they had. Like they talked for like 15 minutes where it was like really redundant and like I don't know what they're trying to achieve with what they're saying. Just I don't know. Um, I was more entertained by what it will do for other shows and other movies than what the current one that I'm watching, if that makes sense.
No, it does. Because it's the multiverse and the madness. We have to control it. There has to be one continuous
But
streaming
I'm not
timeline.
familiar with those time guys, those time gods or whatever. I
Uh,
don't know. I don't think
yeah.
I've ever seen anything with them before.
Even oh wow, his character. I know the actual character. I I don't know anything about that character. So that's
Which
kind
is
of
kind of good because we're in a territory we're not familiar with. We
yeah.
don't
This
know every single thing about all these characters.
again, like the Marvel started off with like the B and C characters, and now they're in the fucking E characters. And is way out of my wheelhouse, which is a good thing. Um, as a fan now,
I did read the Loki comic that it's based on back in the day, and it was entertaining and everything. But I don't remember it being about this. But I know that they're adapting it for whatever's going on in the MCU now. But
yeah. I mean, I guess WandaVision just kind of falls further down the list for me because it doesn't lead to anything. This one already off the back talks about timelines and multiverses and stuff and messing with stuff. It's like, oh, okay, cool. So here we go.
And now shows the stones don't mean anything because there's like a whole bunch of them.
Yeah,
I actually really like that scene.
yeah.
it's kind of weird how they're saying like certain events are okay to happen, but other ones aren't. Like the Avengers traveling through time is okay,
that was the thing.
but him doing it is not. You know.
That's the thing to me that really confused me. And maybe I'm overthinking it, or maybe it's simpler than them making it. But like them losing the Tesseract forced them to go back in time to see Captain America's girlfriend one more time and Tony Stark to talk with his dad to get the Tesseract back. So why wasn't that part of the thing for Loki? Like why did that? It doesn't. I don't know. Like if that's what they were supposed to do, why is he even here? If that was supposed to happen.
Well, Loki
part of it
escaping
is-
was not supposed to happen because Loki took it and left.
Right, but what I'm saying is that had to happen for them to go back even further in time to get the Tesseract from 1950, 60, whatever time it was. And
Oh, I see.
you know what I'm saying? Like that.
Why have them lose it at all?
Yeah, why
if
have
he
them lose
wasn't supposed to divert?
Right, if he was supposed to divert
I see.
because if they had it then and there, then we would skip
Like,
that thing
He
entirely.
didn't go out of his way to do this. He just kind of stumbled upon it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get the character's frustration when he's like, "Oh, well, it's okay for them, but not me," and he's like, "Screw you guys. You guys are nothing." You know, he's just mocking them the entire time. But
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, right off the back, I've always made it very clear. I hate Loki as a character. In like anime and cartoons and all that kind of stuff, I hate the angsty. My dad never loved me type of character, and I'm a bad boy with a heart. I mean, fuck you guys. I can't stand this. So I never really liked. But he was funny in this. One with the that stupid line like, "Grab a ticket." I don't want a ticket. And they just
oh yeah,
here he goes. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Here's my ticket.
that was
He's
kind of
freaking
funny.
out because he had like no power there. They like neutralized him to like basically he's just a dog at that point with the collar. There's bits in there.
He still manages to do a lot of stuff though.
Yeah, he's
For somebody who is restrained like that with no powers, so
fucking Loki. He's a dick.
he's a trickster.
Something else I did like. I don't know if you guys will agree with this statement, but it had a very Stanley Kubrick 70s sci-fi feel to it, like these dark muted
Sort of
colors,
did, yeah.
very like sci-fi-ish, and that looking aspect I really loved. That was really cool.
And it's like they weren't trying to like do these giant trumpet epic songs every time you look at something. It was just like letting it be, like letting you react to it rather than telling you how to react, which was kind of cool. It feeds into what you're saying as far as the vibe, which I didn't even pick up on until you said that. It does make sense though. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, man. I mean, again, I'm torn because like Loki died and Avenger, basically, and now we're at this again, and we got to deal with more of his bullshit and trying person when he had a whole.
What's different is he witnessed his own death,
which good scene, I will say. Was a good scene.
That was kind of interesting.
That was very interesting.
And then how the tape just kind of ran out, and he's just like, "Wow, what the hell?"
Yeah, that's it for me.
It's interesting. The one thing I don't know, I'm torn about is like he already knows who he's after, or who he has to help a while with.
Oh where?
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yeah,
I wonder if he's gonna say those words throughout the series. But
you don't know who he's after.
I thought he was after himself, right?
Loki, but they didn't even show his face, so something weird is like it's not the same Loki.
Right. Yeah. And he's being very murderous, right? Like going after the time people.
Oh yeah, he was very brutal.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's just a future copy of himself or a multiverse copy. That's
the thing. Like, I mean, like he could be an actor we know or a character we know, but in his world timeline, he's Loki. So so we know he's chasing a Loki. We just don't know what Loki and from what time.
It's gonna start getting really messy really quick. Like, now you're getting into like comic book style, like absurdity. Like, you're gonna start reaching that level. I mean,
I think Marvel-wise, this is gonna be the weirdest show that they've ever done. Even though, even when it comes to weird, it's not that weird because like I forgot who I was watching. They reviewed the first two episodes. They brought up that Legion is a truly weird fucking show, and I agree that's the weirdest thing you can watch when it comes to superheroes.
It's kind of cool. And like, I don't know.
Very awesome. Very fucking weird and out there and creepy.
Forgot about that.
Just the first season.
Oh yeah, it's really creepy.
Yeah, but this one is gonna be wild and weird and crazy, not like to like Legion extent, but it's gonna be interesting because again we're dealing with time now, and that shit can get really messy really fast. You can mess up really easy with it, and then start contradicting itself. And that's technically right because time contradicts itself. It's not in the same timeline. I'm like, shit, I hate this.
It's gonna get even harder. Yeah, it's gonna get really difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think the humor is gonna be I think Owen Wilson and Tom Hiddleston are gonna work well together. I think they have a good dynamic. They work really well together so far. We saw we'll see how when they actually have more screen time in like action scenes and stuff like that, where they have to like work together. Yeah.
The one guy was making me laugh. The
fish guy,
the intern or whatever he is, the desk jockey guy, who's like,
what the?
Oh, I don't know anything. I've never been outside of a desk. Like a fish. What the hell is a fish?
Oh, when he gets
really
the
funny to
Tesseract,
me.
yeah, he's like, "What's this?" It's like, and Loki's like, "It's a Tesseract. Be very careful. Sounds stupid."
Yep, that was funny.
Yeah, that guy's good at those type of like characters. He's pretty funny when he wants to be. I feel like I've been talking this whole damn thing. What else do you guys want to?
No. I just I mean I like it. I just I don't know. I'm just not like jumping out of my seat over it.
I agree.
It's gonna be a slow burn, I think.
Yeah. Again, I think this show's gonna live and die by its humor, or the ability to bring us humor. Again, it's only 6 episodes.
I mean, it's a double-edged sword. I mean, too much, and it's just like, come on, you guys gotta lay off the jokes.
You can go from oh wow to oh wow. So it can go sideways pretty quick.
Yeah.
But
And this is 6 episodes, right? Am I right about that?
I believe that's what we came to a conclusion. I think.
Yeah, 6 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I'm just trying to think of. I'm trying if there's anything we missed. Oh, the like I don't know if she's like the head of security there or what she does, or she's like, you know, head of prisoners. But her, I forgot her name, but I like the character. She's like Loki, I don't got time for your bullshit. Shut up. I don't want to deal with you. Just stop it. Shut up. And she gets.
He keeps
like,
threatening her, and she's just like, "Just get in there." He's like, "I'm
Yeah.
sure I'll find out if you're dangerous or whatever."
Yeah, like okay, cool. Again, there's a lot of cool little things in it, kind of funny. The mystery aspect of it didn't grab me. I'm not that curious about it at all.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, that's the
I'm
thing.
probably more invested in like Owen Wilson's character than anything else. At this current time right now, like I want to see what they're gonna do with him. Is he just gonna be like a one note guy, or if he's gonna be, like I don't know, like if he's gonna be something. And then I'm curious if because again, WandaVision, we were led to believe, and yes, these are on articles not written by us, anything like that. Like that's supposed to lead us into Doctor Strange, and I don't know how that does yet. Still, maybe this helps with that. Maybe this ties into that and Doctor Strange, because again, this is dealing with time now. She's gonna get messy really fast. And then we got Kane the Conqueror, I believe, coming in Ant-Man 3.
Right,
And the reason why he's getting
He's
mad,
another time guy, right?
yeah, because the Avengers fucked up the timelines and they ended up destroying his timeline or something, and he gets pissed. He's like, "That's it, killing all you."
That's interesting. Yeah.
Now that's in the comics. I don't know what his backstory will be here in the movies, but that's his thing.
It'd be good for them to keep it, I think. But yeah, I mean, you never know.
And then we got Spider-Man, and we don't know what the fuck's going on with that movie. So they really,
or even the Widow movie, we don't know. I mean,
yeah.
Is this gonna be just a side story or what?
Yeah, I think it is because again, like I think this takes place or it fits between Winter Soldier and Civil War. I think I read in an article it was like this. It fits here, and it doesn't really do anything with this stuff. But then again, that should have came out way earlier than it is. So it's a weird out so far. I mean, as much as I love Back to the Future, again, man, time travel movies and timeline movies are really hard to do, and it's gonna have to work really hard to like nail it.
They did it fine in the Endgame. Better than you could have hoped. I mean, that could have got really out of control really easily.
It was just more of a plot device. Like we need to get back to fight Thanos, and that serves the best purpose. So that was it. It wasn't overly complicated.
But I like what they did with it, where they kind of, I mean, they went back and saw versions of themselves, or
oh yeah,
they, used it as character development time, not just like plot armor or plot device.
Yeah, which is like the best part of it. Like again, like every character kind of got their little goodbye moment, or their good like oh, I get to see my mom one more time, or I get to see one more time, or talk to my dad one more time, and that was really effective because again, it wasn't based off of time and travel. It was just more we need to get here, how to get there. This one is heavily driven by a lot of this shit. I'm just worried because again, like I applaud them for doing something different. Like WandaVision started off as very psychological thriller. It was very mystery based. Winter Soldier is like part political, part like military drama action, and it was a nice different contrast to what we usually get. And this is already right off the bat just weird and out there, and dealing with time and space, and dealing with cool action. And we're gonna learn more about Loki, like he was DB Cooper, which I thought was kind of funny. Like it's stupid, but it's funny. And he did it because he lost a bet to Thor, which I thought was hilarious.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
Which,
completely forgot about that scene.
and then as myself, who likes
Well, the part that was kind of cool was like, sign here if this is everything you've ever said. I was like, whoa, 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 that's kind of crazy. And then it's like he keeps saying stuff, he keeps adding pages.
yeah. And like someone like me who loves like Greek mythology and like Norse mythology, Loki, a lot of shit he does is because he's either bored or he has to make a bet or get out of a bet. So like he actually makes Thor's hammer out of turning two dwarves saying, "Hey, I bet you can't make good gifts." They said, "You can't make a good gift." Yeah, well, here you go. It's like so through him being bored and making a bet, he made the strongest weapon that Asgard ever saw. It was just by accident.
Ah, I see.
So
Yeah, it's like
so him doing stupid.
immortals, they just get bored.
Yeah, so like him being DB Cooper because he lost a bet to his brother when they were drunk is perfect for like who Loki is as a character. So
Yeah.
at least they kind of understand that aspect.
Well, you seem like you enjoyed yourself for a character that you don't care for.
Yeah, again, I don't care about it. I really just want him to die again. He annoys the shit out of me. But Tom Hiddleston himself, he's very funny as
He's
Loki.
good.
He has great lines. He was great in this. He was very funny, and he's
Oh,
really
yeah.
great. Like where he starts to look at the future of him, or getting beat up by Hulk and then going into like Thor, Ragnarok stuff and him
Yeah.
dying. Like
He's
that was a really
like
powerful
thinking
scene.
about it when his brother is like, "Oh, if I was there, I would hug you," or something like that. And then he's like choking up about it.
Yeah. And basically saying like you killed your mom. Like what? Oh shit. It's like yeah, you kind of did.
Yeah.
Uh, like that was really good, but again, like I just don't care about Loki. So it's like I'm more invested in the person playing him than the actual character himself.
Hmm.
So if that makes sense. But
If anything, I think he is starting to show more layers than just I'm angry and I think I deserve something. Like he
yeah,
still feels remorse. He has other emotions there too.
this is why we ramble. Thank you. So well since we're still talking about it, um Owen Wilson. Oh wow, loves he asked Loki a question like, "Do you love to hurt people? Like, do you get like is that what drives you?" And like and again, Loki being Loki, he holds his cards to his chest. He's being very vague and coy. He doesn't want to come off as vulnerable. And it wasn't until after he sees his death and all the stuff with his brother and his mother and all that kind of stuff, he's like, "No, I don't
Yeah.
like hurt people, but I have to hold this persona of being me. I have to be a certain thing in order for people to like see me." And
Like
it's
bow
like
down to me or
yeah, like this is what they expect from me, so I have to give them what they want in order to play the game. So he doesn't necessarily like it, but it just he has to do it because that's what they expect of him, and that's what the game calls for. Because again, so far to Loki, the life is just a game, and he's trying to
yeah.
win in any cost. So
I mean, now that the more we keep talking, it is more interesting than it initially felt after it ended. Because I kind of felt a little like, not bored, but like a little bit like, it's like you guys just talked for like half an hour and like,
um,
but there was a lot of interesting little things, like when they said his last name,
oh yeah,
Loki Lafoyson or Lafayson, something
yeah.
like that.
Nor is hard. I'm not gonna try.
Yeah.
But
But that's because of his troll, or wait, or not troll. What are those guys? Frost
I
giants, or yeah,
Frost, thank you. Yeah, Frost
yeah,
Science. And this is definitely. I think this is a show where you're gonna have to watch the episodes multiple times to catch everything. Because at first it's the humor that grabs you and the settings, but when you sit down and listen to the dialogue, what's happening and the facial expressions stuff's going on, then you start catching it on the second and third viewing. I
yeah,
don't know that's best practice for a show where you have to watch it a couple times. Sometimes it helps for certain episodes, but if I had to do it all six episodes, it gets a little tedious. I'm like, the joke doesn't land as it used to, or something like that. But
I'm
Yeah,
just like impressed. We're on our third Disney Plus series already for Marvel alone.
yeah, and
Damn, that's pretty quick. Very quick.
I mean, again, I don't know what the future is after all these series are done. If they're going to continue, or this was we need content for the streaming service just came out, or they have stuff planned. Well, because I know they got the movies planned, but as the TV world stuff, I don't know what's the future. So they're definitely going all out.
Might end up being. Well, yeah, that's true. It may end up being more spread out, like. And because before they were having 2 or 3 movies a year, and you would get one in like November or one in like July, maybe one in May or something like that. So
Like
maybe it'll be more like filling gaps instead of constantly every 2 months.
Yeah, and then oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I think that's what they'll be doing, just filling in the gaps for everything.
Yeah. Yeah, so we are very spoiled, and we're very lucky because this gives us a lot of shit to talk about. Thank you for that, I guess. Even though, again, like
we have 2 shows to talk about.
like I don't like Disney's practices and a lot of things, but I do love what they put out because they at least give people control that should have it for the most part. Unless it's the newest Star Wars movies and ding.
Yeah.
But do we have any last minute thoughts we want to talk about, or anything we want to bring up before we kind of bring this episode to a close?
No, not me really. I kind of said everything that I had in mind.
How about you, man? Anything?
No, I think we're good.
Good. Well, that is our spoiler talk of The Bad Batch, episode 7, and Loki, episode 1. If you wish to listen to the audio portion of the podcast, head over to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and any podcasting app of your choice. If you wish to watch the video portion of the podcast, you can head over to YouTube. Follow us there. If you want to follow us on Instagram, you can do that as well at 3 Nerds on a Sunday. Follow us on Facebook if you want to know whenever the episode drops. Always on Sunday. Times vary, but always on Sunday. And with that, guys, thank you for listening to another episode of 3 Nerds on a Sunday. Stay tuned next weekend for more spoiler talks, more nerd out stuff, and more news. Thank you, guys. We really do appreciate it. And until next week, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you all.